Did you know that your voice can influence how people perceive your leadership? A study by the University of Glasgow found that just a 1% increase in vocal power can boost your perceived authority by 25%. That's right, your voice isn't just a tool for communication, it's a powerful asset in your leadership toolkit. Yet, many people underestimate its impact. According to research from the University of California, a staggering 70% of communication is nonverbal. This means that how you sound plays a huge role in how others respond to you. If your voice lacks strength or clarity, you might miss opportunities to connect and inspire. In this video, we'll dive into 6 easy vocal exercises designed to help you develop a powerful sounding voice. From mastering your breathing to enhancing your diction, each chapter will give you practical tips you can start using right away. Whether you're giving a presentation, leading a team, or just having a conversation, a strong voice can make all the difference. So, are you ready to unlock the true potential of your voice? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Command the room. Breathing for leadership. Presence. Breathing is the foundation of a powerful voice. Most people don't realize that how you breathe affects not only the strength of your voice but also how others perceive you. Diaphragmatic breathing, or belly breathing, is the key to grounding your voice and projecting authority. When you take deeper breaths from your diaphragm, your voice becomes richer and more controlled. Here's an interesting fact. Studies show that leaders who use diaphragmatic breathing are seen as more confident. Harvard Business Review even mentions that proper breathing can reduce stress by up to 50%. Less stress equals more vocal control. The good news is that it's a skill you can train. Start by placing a hand on your stomach and breathing in deeply through your nose. If your stomach expands, you're doing it right. Exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling the air leave from your belly. This simple exercise can help you project a calmer and more authoritative tone. In leadership, your voice must sound sure, even if you're feeling uncertain. As author Simon Sinek said, confidence comes from clarity, not certainty. Breathing gives you that clarity. The more you focus on your breath, the more grounded your voice becomes. Try this exercise before any big speech or meeting, and watch how people respond to the new energy you bring into the room. Chapter 2. Resonance of Authority. Unlocking your chest voice. The chest voice is where true vocal power lies. When you speak from your chest, you sound more grounded and authoritative. Leaders who speak from their chest voice tend to command more respect. In contrast, speaking from the throat can sound strained or even nervous. Vocal experts suggest that a strong chest voice helps the sound resonate more deeply, making your voice naturally louder and richer. Here's a fun fact. Research from Stanford University found that voices with a lower pitch are perceived as more trustworthy and competent. Think of leaders like Barack Obama or Morgan Freeman. Their chest voices naturally convey authority. To tap into your chest voice, try humming with your mouth closed. As you hum, feel the vibrations in your chest. This shows you're using the right part of your body. Afterward, try speaking a few sentences while keeping those chest vibrations. With practice, this technique can make your voice sound more grounded and confident. Don't be afraid to play around with resonance. Remember, the goal isn't to have a deep voice, but a voice that resonates. As leadership expert John Maxwell said, people buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. Having a strong, resonant voice is one of the best ways to sell yourself as a leader. Chapter 3. Pitch perfect power. Controlling vocal range for influence. Pitch control is often overlooked in vocal training, but it's crucial for leaders. If your pitch is too flat, you risk sounding boring. If it's too high or varied, you might come across as nervous or unsure. The right balance keeps your audience engaged and makes you sound confident. One study from the Journal of Voice found that speakers who use a varied pitch are 22% more likely to hold their audience's attention. Varying your pitch helps emphasize key points and keeps listeners engaged. Think of it like a roller coaster. You don't want your voice to be all peaks or all flat. You want a smooth, natural flow that rises and falls with purpose. A quick exercise to control pitch is to practice speaking at 3 different levels: low, medium, and high. Read a sentence, then try lowering and raising the pitch on different words. With time, you'll get better at adjusting your pitch naturally to suit different moments in your speech. One of the greatest speeches that demonstrate pitch control is Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream." He modulated his pitch to build anticipation and emphasize hope. That control is what made his message not just heard, but felt. Pitch variation isn't just about sounding nice, it's about keeping your audience interested and guiding them to your key points. As Dale Carnegie once said, there are always 3 speeches: the one you gave, the one you practiced, and the one you wish you gave. Controlling your pitch will help you give the speech you intended. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how to develop your leadership skills. Chapter 4. The Power Pause. Mastering silence for impact. Silence is an underrated tool in public speaking. Pausing at the right time can be just as powerful as the words you say. Great leaders know that using silence strategically draws in the listener and amplifies key points. In fact, studies show that well-placed pauses increase audience retention by 32%. When you pause, you create a moment of anticipation that makes your words more impactful. Think of pauses like punctuation in a sentence. Just as periods and commas break up text, pauses break up speech to help your audience process what you're saying. One simple exercise is to take a 2-second pause before delivering an important point. This brief silence gives your audience time to focus and prepares them for something worth hearing. Legendary speakers like Winston Churchill and Steve Jobs mastered this technique. They understood that silence gives weight to their words. It shows confidence. Author and communication expert Carmen Gallo once said, "Great communicators give their audience time to catch up, absorb, and even think ahead." Remember, a pause doesn't mean you've forgotten what to say. It shows control. It tells the audience you are confident enough to let your message sink in. Try practicing with a script, deliberately pausing between key ideas. It'll feel awkward at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Pausing at the right moments creates a rhythm in your speech that keeps people engaged. Chapter 5. Vocal Stamina. Strengthening your voice for marathon speeches. Just like athletes need endurance, so do speakers. Long presentations or speeches can strain your voice if you don't have the stamina for it. Without proper vocal conditioning, your voice may weaken, and that can impact your message. Research shows that vocal fatigue can decrease your speaking effectiveness by 20%. So, how do you strengthen your voice to last through long speeches? First, hydration is key. Drinking water throughout the day keeps your vocal cords flexible. Vocal experts suggest drinking water an hour before speaking to properly hydrate your throat. Avoid caffeine or alcohol, as they can dry out your vocal cords, making it harder to maintain your voice. Another tip is vocal warm-ups. Professional speakers and singers alike use warm-ups to prepare their voices. Start by humming or doing lip trills. These exercises get your vocal cords moving without strain. You can also try a technique called sirening, which is sliding your voice up and down in pitch like a siren. This warms up your entire vocal range. Finally, pace yourself. Speaking for long periods doesn't mean talking non-stop. Give your voice a break with well-placed pauses, as mentioned earlier. Your voice is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs rest to perform well. Author James Humes, who worked with several U.S. presidents, once said, "The art of communication is the language of leadership." And part of that art is knowing how to maintain your voice throughout a speech. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to subscribe for more tips on becoming an effective leader.